How are you doing today? I hope you're doing wonderful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Dr. Michelle, and if you're returning, welcome back. You're here for another segment of my series, A Feminine Impression. And I'm doing this series to help educate you ladies and teach you how to cultivate your femininity, how to get back in touch with your divine feminine nature, and how to just live in your feminine power. So I'm bringing you a very important video today because it highlights one of the most significant parts of being a woman, and this is your ability to receive. As women, we are natural receivers by design. Biologically, inherently, we are made to receive. It's part of our feminine being. It's what makes us beautiful, and a lot of our power is held in our ability to receive. Now, I realize that many women have difficulty with the concept of receiving. That can be receiving help from strangers, receiving assistance with things, receiving assistance in the form of money, even receiving compliments, receiving new people into their lives. What I want women to realize is that a big part of your femininity comes from the idea of being still, the idea of allowing others to help you and step in and being able to just relax and not feel like you have to be a doer. That is more masculine energy. When you're operating in your masculine energy, it's a direct clash when you're dealing with a masculine man. And most women, most feminine women, and women in general, want to be with a masculine man, especially a man who is of high value, who is a protector and a provider. And those masculine men have a very hard time dealing with women who are operating in their masculine energy. So in addition to the fact that you're not honoring your true womanhood, you'll begin to attract men with more feminine traits who aren't interested in protecting and providing for you, which leaves you with hardship and stress. It's very important that you learn how to receive so you're able to live freely and you're also able to attract masculine men. So let's go ahead and backtrack and discuss why some women have difficulty with receiving, because there are reasons for this. As a society, we have been brainwashed as women to believe that we have to be doing the same thing as men. And for some people, that mentality started when they were very young. For some women, they grew up in single-parent homes where their mothers had to operate in their masculine energy and take on masculine roles. So naturally, just being an observer and following their model, they did the same things in their life. For some women, their mothers and fathers were in their home, but the mothers were operating in their masculine energy because they were with a man who wasn't protecting and providing. And they also saw and modeled after that behavior. There are also some women who were raised by mothers who had active resentment towards men. Based on things that they went through and experienced, they put some of those feelings and thoughts into their daughters and made them believe that men are no good. If someone is asking to help you, it means that they want to sleep with you. If someone helps you, you owe them. If someone helps you, that they have an ulterior motive, and you have to keep your eye out for that. Now, I'm in no way saying just disregard the knowledge that was given to you, but what I want you to do is evaluate it and determine whether or not it makes sense for you in your life, if it matches up with your experiences, and just look at it from a more logical standpoint. Sometimes things that are taught to us do have truth in them. Perhaps there are some men who only want to sleep with you and that's why they're going to help you. But in turn, understand the logic behind that. What do you then have to do to make sure that that doesn't happen to you and still be able to receive the help? Now, there are also some women who are unable to receive help because they are fully self-sufficient. They got it. They're Miss Independent. They don't need anything from you. They can take care of it. You're going to have a serious conversation with yourself and determine what kind of life do you want to live. If you're operating as self-sufficient, Miss Independent, but you're saying that you want to be with a provider man, you want companionship, you want friendships, then you're going to have to learn how to do these things or they won't be successful. In addition, I hope that you realize that when you're operating in that self-sufficient place where you don't need anyone's help, you are shortening your life. It may be easy and simple when you're young to think that you can do everything by yourself, but you are giving yourself more stress. You are putting more strain on your mind and on your body. You're shortening the time that you have with yourself and the time that you have with others by not allowing yourself to get help. Now, there are also a group of women who have a very hard time with receiving because they don't like the idea of inconveniencing anyone. They feel that by asking for help or receiving help, it's putting someone in a place of distress or bothering someone from what they're doing. If someone offers an invitation to help you with something, that's their choice. They wanted to. And what you'll realize is that so many people want to help you, especially men, because it's also in their nature to want to help you. They want it, you need it. Okay, so it goes hand in hand. Don't feel like you're bothering anyone when you ask for help. They are usually elated to help you, especially when you're feminine. As a feminine woman, you can get help whenever you want without even asking. When a man sees a woman who just looks like she's living in her divine feminine energy, and she looks cared for and happy and gentle and sweet, they want to protect it like a diamond that's going to break, and they want to help you. Some women don't like to be treated that way because they feel that it makes them less of a person. And that's just the complete opposite of the truth. When you have something that's very valuable and precious to you, you don't want anything to happen to it. You don't want any harm to come to it. You don't want to distress it. You don't want to injure it. You want it to be safe and cared for. And that's how we women should expect to be treated, like a diamond. Okay, so if a person wants to treat you like a diamond, say yes. Allow them to help you. And you will start to realize what that does to you internally. It charges up your feminine energy. You feel beautiful, you feel sexy, you feel cared for and happy, and it gives you a feminine charge. And it also doesn't matter who's offering the help, whether it's a male or a female or even a kid. If you want to honor your womanhood and live in your divine feminine nature, you will say, yes, sure. Thank you. Now, the final group I want to touch on of women who have a very difficult time receiving are women who have a natural distrust of others. There are some women who just believe that people are out to get them, that people are ingenuine, that people want something from them if they want to help. And this is one of those areas where you do have to take a deeper look at yourself as a person and realize why you feel this way, why you are not open. When you close yourself off as a person, you are closing yourself off to blessings. As a feminine woman, it's important for you to walk around with positive energy, with the natural inclination that things are just going to go well. Okay, it's important for you to use your instincts and your judgment and your intuition. However, your natural response shouldn't be one of distrust. See, once you're able to open yourself up to yourself, after a while, you'll be able to then open yourself up to the world. And once you do this, you'll be able to get the beauty of it. And you'll also start to see the patterns and things, which will then naturally guard you from people who could be out to hurt you. But you won't get that experience and that practice and that confidence if you don't put it into practice. It's honestly imperative, ladies, that you exercise your power to receive. As a woman, this is something that you are entitled to. It is part of your being. And when you don't honor this part of your womanhood, you are stressing yourself out. So many women are overworked and overburdened because they're not living in their divine feminine energy. They have a blockage. Being unwilling, ladies, to relinquish control is killing us. Just because someone does something for you and has an expectation doesn't mean that you have to meet it. You don't have to do it just because they want it. Okay, the choice is always in your hands. So you have to learn that you hold the power. It's like having a gift that you refuse to open. And that gift would literally allow your entire life to blossom. One thing that has helped me to ask for help and not feel like I'm in this vulnerable place I can't get out of is by having certain catchphrases and words to go to when I need help. Now remember, as a feminine woman, it's important that you use your feminine voice, that you smile, even when you're asking for help. Okay, this kind of just exemplifies your femininity in front of them. And you just smile and you say, "Excuse me, do you mind helping me with something really quickly?" Sometimes I'll say, "Excuse me, I really need you when you get a moment." And using those words and putting emphasis in them, it will immediately spark curiosity, and it'll also assist the man in getting into his masculine role. Just having that tone of voice will kind of channel them to act in their masculine energy. So it's very important that some of these nonverbal cues, like the way you look, the way that you're smiling, the way you're asking, those nonverbal cues will motivate people to want to help you. They want to help you anyway, but that makes them feel really good about helping you. You don't always have to use that voice and you don't always have to ask in that way, but you also should be mindful of the way that you ask for help, because that will give you a different response depending on how you ask. Regardless of who's helping you, you should never come off as rude or entitled. It's rather important that you come off as in need and humble and grateful. Okay, so that's why I always talk about practicing gratefulness, being able to say thank you, genuinely say thank you. And that's really all you need to do. You don't need to add on to your thank you. Just a simple thank you and a smile is very much appreciated and goes a very long way. If you're a woman who's really struggling in your ability to receive, I would start by learning how to receive compliments. Just learning how to receive words. When someone compliments you, just smile and say thank you. Genuinely say thank you. Don't feel like you have to compliment them back just to shift the energy. Definitely don't turn down their compliment by saying something like, "Oh, really? I didn't really like this shirt." Or saying something that's going to take away from the compliment. So when someone compliments you and you deflect it or reject it, you're hurting that person who took the risk to compliment you. And you're also hurting yourself by rejecting that positive energy. As a feminine woman, be confident, say thank you, smile, and carry on. Okay? I thank you ladies so much for watching today. If you have anything you want to add to this, please leave a comment below. If you have questions or if there's a specific topic within the realm of receiving, let me know and I can make a video on it. My hope is that after watching this video, you feel confident in your divine feminine nature to receive. And that can be receiving from men when they're courting you and taking you out on dates, allowing them to pay for every single date and every single thing in courting you. That goes for just receiving help from the person at the grocery store who wants to help walk your groceries to your car with you. It's a concept that has to be learned. It's a skill for those of us who weren't taught. And even if I didn't touch on your personal struggle with receiving, I hope that you're able to now know your power and make changes in your life. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I appreciate you spending your time with me today. If you have any questions, again, leave them below. Make sure to follow A Feminine Impression on Instagram. Make sure to follow me on my personal Instagram as well. Links will all be below. I appreciate you. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Big kisses to you all. Mwah. Peace, love, and light. Hi.